Yeah, okay. Take your time, buddy. We've been here before. Let's, come on, keep it moving. Ah, this is bad. We're on the ropes. Not cool. Yeah, you wait until I get my lawyer here. You'll be done for. You're going to prison. We're going to swap places. Alright, I've gotten myself a hybrid key from the server shop. And as you can all see, there are plenty of hybrid Pokemon I could potentially get today. So I wonder which one it's going to be. I hope it's not a bad one. I really hope it's not a bad one. So essentially, these hybrids are a combination of two legendary Pokemon, okay, to make an even more insane Pokemon, a more powerful one. So let's go ahead and see what I get today, okay? I'm not even going to make you wait. Okay, it's a Rados. Okay, a Rados. So I think this is a mix of Rayquaza and a Gyarados. Okay, and I know I just said it was legendaries, but and Gyarados isn't legendary. Yeah. Me. I don't want to hear it. Okay, I don't want to hear it. You know, I think this is an actually good Pokemon. I think he's actually pretty good. I don't know my stuff well enough to be able to tell my audience if this is good. So if someone lets me know, please, thank you. But this guy will definitely help me get through some of the trainer battles and some gyms in the future. I'm definitely very happy with that. That was a good crate. Nice. Now, last episode, if you remember, I did get myself an Arceus, amongst some other things. I got two, but to keep it simple, I got one. Okay. So to make him good, and make him an actual decent member of the team, I need to give him an item called a Legend Plate, which basically makes him insanely good. Now, don't ask how, because I have no idea. But it just makes him good, alright? That's it. That's all you need to know. The only place that I know of that you can get a Legend Plate is from killing another Arceus. So this is exactly what I had to do. I got some of my spare plates I had left over from last episode, and I headed over to the Icy Goods shop, and I went north until I got to the Arceus Chalice, which is, you know, underwater. Very cool. So after slapping all my plates in there, I got an Azure Flute, which can be used at the Time Altar to summon Arceus. Very cool. Now at this point, I'm pretty much an Arceus expert, okay? And I've summoned this guy more times than should be necessary, which is actually a little bit embarrassing. So this whole floating through the ground thing really it doesn't scare me anymore. It doesn't do it for me, okay? I'm not quaking in my boots anymore. I'm fine. Now a few people in chat were kind enough and they wished me good luck, but they obviously had no idea that I wasn't here to catch the Pokemon. I was instead here for a much more brutal reason. The battle was actually pretty standard stuff. Jirachi managed to dispatch Arceus all by himself, and of course, my reward, as expected, was the Legendary Plate, or the Legend Plate, or whatever it's called. So, my Arceus should basically be very good now, I hope. Luckily, the opportunity to test out the plate came in just at the right moment, as I've been challenged to a trainer battle. And so, with the challenge issued, the stage was set. The fans gathered from every corner of the world together, and they came in their thousands to this arena to come and watch this legendary once-in-a-lifetime trainer battle. And yeah, we were by ourselves, basically. We were the only ones there. But it was a great battle nonetheless, okay? Half was constantly giving advice on which moves to use against my Pokemon, and I was frantically pressing random attacks, hoping something would actually happen. And after many difficult rounds of going backwards and forwards, and attacks going here and there and everywhere, everyone had to jump out of the way. You know, all the audience that doesn't exist had to jump out of the way. I actually finally managed to defeat Half's student, okay? Now I must say, I had a lot of fun battling Half and his student Frost, but it could have easily gone the other way. This was just a lucky affair, really. So maybe next time, when we do our rematch, I won't be as lucky. But you'll have to come back next time. You'll have to come back next time for that. Coming off that victory, I was feeling pretty good, one would say. You know, I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling like I could take on the world. So with my lucky feeling, I thought I was ready to defeat the next gym. So I healed up my team, and I headed straight for the Rock Gym. My Arceus was now level 100, and so it had learned the new move called Judgment, which combined with the power of the Legend Plate, basically meant that I wiped the floor with this poor gym leader. I'm going to be completely honest. It was not even a fair fight, really. And with that said, dear audience, the Rock Badge and plushie, importantly, and plushie, is now mine, okay? It's now mine. And you know, I thought I needed to do something to celebrate a little bit. You know, I couldn't just keep the badges and plushies anywhere around the house. Okay, I couldn't do that. So I thought it's only right that I make a dedicated badge room. I thought it would be pretty neat to have an underwater badge room. So I put some glass down, hollowed out some space, nearly drowned, hollowed out some more space, and after that, the room was looking alright, okay? It was not looking amazing, it was looking alright, okay? Let's be honest. It was slowly coming together, and I wanted to have a sand floor to keep some of the underwater vibe and underwater theme going. Also, I installed some floor lighting, which is unique. Yeah, bonus points to me. You can leave a like as an appreciation. Now, the construction on this room was paused because I actually had to make a visit and stop off and see my good friend Blade. I borrowed a shovel from Blade for the badge room, which I used to do some hollowing out, and when I returned it, I made a quick remark that I liked the house. Okay, that's all it was. Now, I was quickly set straight that this was in fact not Blade's house. So I was invited to have a look around his actual house. Blade's actual house was carved into the side of a mountain, and it was massive, it was huge, with tons of space and multiple floors, okay? Now, it turns out the lower floors weren't yet complete, but I was very busy admiring the place, okay? Admiring the windows and the walls and all this, that and the other. That for only a fraction of a second, I tell you, dear audience, I would never lie to you, okay? Just a miniature, a fraction of a second, in fact, I might have lost my senses. I let my guard down, okay? And in that fraction of a second, well, this happened. Now, I will defend myself here, actually, and say there were, in fact, no safety measures at all. No safety measures, no guardrails, no warning signs, nothing, no lights. Okay, I wasn't even told there was danger around here. Okay, but there were no safety features at all to protect innocent civilians like myself. And I hope Blade actually feels bad for what happened to me, because it was bad. Okay, it was pretty terrible. Blade was obviously worried that I was going to report him for a lack of safety features, which I probably should have. So it wasn't long before I actually found myself stuck in a wall, and then stuck in a cell. Yeah, you wait until I get my lawyer here. You'll be done for. You're going to prison. We're going to swap places. Now, after some quiet discussion, some kind words exchanged, I managed to charm my way out of the cell. Now, I assume Blade and Rxge felt pretty bad for falsely imprisoning me. So they took me to a trampoline room, hoping that I would actually forget about the injustice that had just happened to me. Okay? As if that could happen. But it turns out they were actually right, and I did completely forget about the whole situation, really. Blade left Rage and I to our own devices, which is a pretty terrible idea, really, because that's when all the shenanigans start to really happen. Rage and I made the executive decision that the trampoline was not spring enough, so we had to go and collect some blue slime block things that were extra bouncy, but they sounded horrible, I must say. We got back to the trampoline room, and we didn't just line the floors. Oh no, we had to take it to the next level. We lined the roof, okay? So that anyone unlucky enough to start bouncing in this place would forever be stuck bouncing there. They could never escape. It was infinite bouncing prison, okay? We also carved our initials into the walls, but I'm sure no one's gonna know it was us. We didn't really make it obvious or anything. It's barely even visible, really. I mean, you have to look so hard to find it. No one will notice. At this point, Rage and myself had different things that needed to be attended to, so we actually parted ways, okay? And that was probably a lot safer for everyone on the server, really. I decided to head to the grass gym because it was the next one in line. It was just, you know, the next thing to do, I guess. I was ready to continue competing. I went there not expecting much, really. I thought I might defeat 1 or 2 trainers there and then see what the gym leader's like, just kind of, you know, spy out the place, just so I can have an idea what I need to expect. But in the end, I actually managed to get through the grass gym surprisingly easily. You know, it really didn't take very much. So I thought, you know what do I have to lose? Why don't I just challenge the gym leader right here, right now, okay? What can go wrong? And I actually was right. I was right. Nothing went wrong. I put out my team, I used the right moves, and yeah, I defeated the gym leader in my first try, which is an unheard of thing, by the way. That never ever happens. I'm not actually that good at the game. Maybe something broke. Maybe I've got a bad game version. I don't know. But I'm just telling you what happened, dear audience. I'm just relaying information. With the grass gym badge in my pocket and the plushie, obviously, don't forget the plushie, I went back home and I finished up the badge room, which didn't take too long. It was mostly done actually, and it was looking pretty good if I do say so myself. I mean, I don't want to brag, but hey, everyone else might need to pick up their game. I'm just saying, you know, try and keep up, guys. It was rather simple, but I thought it looked good. Having said that, there was one thing missing, I'll admit. Okay, the room just wasn't quite feeling right, and then it struck me what was missing, what I needed to complete this room. Of course, that was another badge. Okay, of course it was. So I packed up my team, and I was ready to ship out to the ground gym. X-Man kindly lent me a Pokemon to help me defeat the ground gym, and he followed me through the building, just giving me some support here and there wherever I needed it. Obviously, he wasn't worried at all because he'd already beaten all of these guys. I mean, he had all the badges, but he just enjoyed watching me struggle, I guess. But you know, all to their own. Now I finally fought my way through trainer after trainer, battling people left, right and center, just Pokemon flying everywhere. It was insane. But it didn't take too long until I finally reached the gym leader himself. Now my team was already pretty stacked, but together with X-Man's Pokemon, this guy really didn't stand a chance. I mean, it's not even worth showing the footage. I will, but it's, you know, it was just over that quickly. I was there and I was out. So his team was in the ground, you know, pardon the pun, but he was done for. He was cooked. No other way to say it. And with that, I collected my ground badge and plushie, which you can't forget. And of course, I displayed it in the dedicated and finished badge room. Looking good. It's looking good if I do say so myself. Having completed the ground gym and displaying everything, I'm afraid this is where I'll have to leave the episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you really enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please consider click on the end screen. Okay, watch another video of mine. Just go for it. See if you like it. Okay, do it for me. Anyway, enjoy the end screen. I'll leave you to it.